So, Chris, I watched that. I mean, you know this already, but the audience doesn't. I watched that episode back to see what I did to mark our historic trade to Tampa Bay that was oh so short-lived. I didn't just sing a song. I also put in the Chrono Trigger music, and I had traded flashing over and over in a nobody wins Giant Bomb style.
This is true.
So, I was going to say, fucking give me a little bit of credit, dude. My editing's gotten a little bit better than that. I'm just like, hey, here. Start card, end card, done. I mark historic moments.
It was mediocre.
Chris, you're hurting my feelings, okay? You Darvish is pitching against us now, and you deserve that.
Oh, Herbert.
Herbert's leading off with his little cold streak there. I thought the star used to mean it was us, but Polanco's got one as well. What does that mean?
I think it means you're an all-star.
Oh, like you were like we played in the All-Star game this year?
Yeah, maybe.
Cool.
All right, Wrigley, let's do this.
You Darvish. Does it seem like every time we play against the Cubs, we end up against Darvish?
I mean, that's not abnormal. We played them 3 to 4 games.
Yeah, but
he pitches 1 out of every 5.
Yeah, but we also don't play every game against them. I guess it seemed like it was also the case in the year that we were benched the entire time. It seemed like we still played against them every time we played them.
All right.
All right, Chris. We just need a single. That's not going to get us the single. Batting clutch minus. Also, hey everybody, welcome back to MLB The Show 18's Road to the Show with Kyle Snow, Chris Miller, and Rusty Cannon, which is a much better name than Addison Russell. Oh, I want this game over already.
I want the series over.
Yeah, we've had a rough time with the Cubs.
I mean, they're good.
Yeah, they are. Darvish, give us something to work with, baby.
Right.
Can we go out without 2 outs, like, ever? That would be pretty great.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger.
Okay, Darvish is starting to get tired. He's only thrown 100 pitches. This is our chance to get a mistake out of him.
Oh. Probably should have hit that one up far away.
He'll give us something to work with. Not that, but something.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now,
Rusty Cannon's nickname is Sparkplug. Rusty Sparkplug Cannon. Rusty Sparkplug kind of just sounds scary, like something you should go see a motor vehicle professional about.
I feel like his nickname should be Big Black. Rusty Big Black Cannon.
Or Big Black goes before Rusty. Big Black Rusty Cannon.
And he's a BBC.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and say we're not going to call him the BBC. Go! Go! No! Fuck you, Darvish.
A 7-0 shutout final today. Chicago jumped out to an early lead in the first.
What a great pitcher he is. Honest to God.
We got hurt for like 2 games.
Now baseball.
No.
This is gonna ruin our numbers. Oh, good. Patrick Gordon now. He's another great pitcher.
Dude.
total
Here,
here.
chance to try to run in. Let's do
Ready
this.
to deliver. Here's the first.
No, it's a ball.
And the changeup is
So
way
I've
low
noticed
this
that
time.
if you
Well, guys, as we
slow
look at the
down,
Cubs coming into play here
if you use some
tonight,
showtime on a pitch, and it has like a red line, it means it's going to be a strike. It means it's going to be a ball.
Oh, like
so it's a
that?
strike.
That is really useful.
Yeah, I've only recently noticed it.
Yeah, it only took you like 100 episodes to notice.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter.
Mhm.
You get that base hit to give
I
your
noticed
team
on
a
my
lead,
other
you have to
player
feel
that
good
I play in
when
this
you get
game.
down to first base.
Yeah.
It's just a nice approach. You see
So you don't have to use as much showtime on those hits now. As soon as you see a blue line, you can just let it go.
Exactly.
hit the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Yes, my other player, I made him a shortstop, so I just enjoy playing that position. Gets
Yeah.
drafted to the Jays, so I'm expecting a trade for the Tigers anytime now.
Yeah. Sounds about right, doesn't it?
Although I have the updated rosters, and Tulowitzki's gonna be like 75 overall, so they may not trade me
Wait, why is Tulowitzki only 75?
because he sucks now in real life. But when they came out with this game, his numbers were a lot better. So we were not using updated rosters because they weren't out yet.
Because we was before the season had really started?
No, it was. We played the game immediately when it came out, right? So,
Yeah. Did we do recording on day one?
yeah. Well, technically it was the next day. Like, at midnight. No, I think we did do it at midnight, didn't we?
That sounds
We
right.
didn't do the card, the Diamond Dynasty stuff.
Right, because it wasn't even out yet. That's right. That sounds right.
Well, it was out, but it was the internet stuff was not working well. The servers.
Right. Yeah, yeah. I remember that now. Yeah, because I remember I specifically left like video slots up for the day after because you were like, I'm gonna have this game, and I was like, cool. We should be one of the first people to have videos up, kind of like what we did with Destiny, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we played at midnight. Though.
Yeah. And then I put up that first video that first day.
Yeah, because it was episode 0, remember?
Yeah, because we didn't even actually play any baseball, and we just looked at home run celebrations.
At that point, I would have had to update the rosters like as we create. So. But yeah, so basically, the rosters I'm using are a lot different, but still. Drops to the Jays.
Yeah. How hasn't Tulowitzki been injured all season though? Also,
Yeah.
was that guy running or was he just taking a leisurely jog?
I mean, once the pitcher caught it, he took a jog probably.
You know what? No, fuck you. You got to try to force him to rush the ball. Maybe he'll get an error. You take the low percentage play rather than the no percentage play.
And yes, Tulowitzki's been out all year, but he also was terrible last year. He's the downside of his career. His rating at the beginning of the game was way too high.
Okay. Because I was gonna say, like, if he's been injured the whole year, like, why would they have different numbers partway through the season? Because
He's like 81 overall at the beginning of this game. But like, the updated roster, he's a 75.
yeah,
Which is fair.
he's also pretty old though, right? He's in his 30s for sure.
He's in his 30s, but he's had injuries for like the last 5 years.
Yeah.
He used to be like the best shortstop in baseball. When he used to play for Colorado, he was incredible.
Yeah, I guess baseball's also a sport where you can play out your you can play out some down years and make some real money though, right?
Yeah, you can. But yeah, I don't know.
There's no need to do the Gretzky and retire in your prime or right after your prime.
Some do. It's a sport where over time speed isn't the biggest deal and you lose it. You know, biggest issue with baseball.
Unless that was the only thing you had in the first place.
Sure. But like, that's all you had. You're probably not a good player.
No. But I mean, if you were maybe like you were like not that great at batting, but you could bat suboptimally and still get on base because of how fast you were, or whatever.
Sure, yeah. I look at a player like Edwin's a good example. Like I feel like Edwin, because he doesn't rely on speed or fielding, like
He'll keep at it for a long time.
Probably decently, yeah. As long as injuries don't get in the way of his.
Yeah, well, I mean,
you have to use your feet and your legs to hit too, right? But
yeah.
But he's a really good power hitter. There's guys like Bonds, who, I mean, steroids or not, his ability to get on base is insane. He had a great eye. He had one of the best eyes in league history.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, it's not a sport where 35 in baseball is not crazy.
No.
And it's a lot of the players that start
baseball is also
around like 28, 29.
Yeah, and baseball is also a game where they have really big rosters, right? So it's not like you have to worry about like getting replaced super easy. And I kind of hate to be the guy who goes to fucking esports example, right? But like in league, if you're not the top one player at your position in an organization, you're not starting. You don't have guys who are just like, well, we're gonna you can just come in partway through the game.
Yeah, and even if you are the number one, it doesn't guarantee anything apparently.
Yeah, well, hey, to be fair, this is the first time that's happened in league history.
I know.
Yeah, where they're like, and that's also I clarify just real quickly. There's a position that has been the same, like where the meta has been the same for the entirety of the league. I'm sorry, not at the very start of the game's existence, but since partway through 2011 up until halfway through 2018, you would play weak in the early game, strong in the late game champions who scaled with physical damage, and it was always the case up until recently. And now there are some organizations who are playing like their backup mage players in that position instead, and they're running 2 sets of mages. So there's a team that's doing it in Europe famously that's doing really well, and Chris's favorite team has benched their second best player in favor of bringing in a guy who's a lot worse because he plays a different role in the team, and it's but no,
so
like I mean,
Greg, not to go too much into the league here. Is that why Greg is playing ahead of Mike Young?
No, Greg is playing better than Mike Young.
Okay.
Mike Young's very streaky, and Greg has been consistent. I've been watching the games. Like he has had some games where he has like not quite been able to pull off like game-saving plays, but none of these were like he should have had them. It was just like that. Like it's like when you see the guy go for like the diving catch and he doesn't quite get it. You don't blame him, even though he was in position. Like he went in for some really well-timed Baron steals and didn't get the 50-50 smite. Like you can't blame the guy on that one. Generally, you don't consider it the jungler's fault if he doesn't get the 50-50 smite. Unless, if it's an actual 50-50. If he's up like 3 levels, he should get it. Or if there's no smite on the other team, he should get it. But,
It'll be interesting to see what happens going forward, though. Especially after this split.
Yeah, I mean, Worlds, when... Oh, nice! What? Don't go. He's not going to go.
And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Yeah, but like long careers in that game are like 5 years. And we've got a couple guys who've started hitting that point, and those are like legendarily long careers in esports because, the reaction times matter like so much more than they do in other games. And physical injuries, believe it or not, play a pretty big role because you don't get tired the same way. They'll practice like 12 to 15 hours a day, and if you don't take care of your wrists, you can end up with career-ending injuries. Because then you can't practice enough, which means that you're not good enough.
Didn't High have some issues with
that? That was one High's kind of been like the Michael Jordan, where he just keeps retiring, or Brett Favre, where he just keeps retiring and coming out of retirement. He was one of the best strategic minds in the game, and then he just couldn't keep up physically. And then
he'll be a good coach if he wants to be.
I don't even know about that anymore. I don't think that he's got it. Because he makes really risky. I think that if the game was the same way as it was 4 years ago, then yes. But everyone's gotten a lot smarter.
I should think about changing coaches.
Yeah, I mean, at least doing draft, it worked for us.
Yeah,
we'll get away from specifics of like things that are happening right now because that's also months like apart. Like, I don't mind talking about like the general things because those are things that, you know, we're talking about a period of history, but I don't want to talk about like these are things that happened this week because like the season could be over by the time this episode airs. Oh, showtime, baby. Nice catch. The big dick plays. Oh my god.
How about that?
That was pretty sick.
Big dick play.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Rusty Cannon. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another
My
big
bitch,
hit
throw
right
me
here.
a meatball.
The belt, the pitch. Now a
I want
swing
to go
and a
eating
ground
for
ball.
Italian food.
This
Throw me a
gets
meatball.
foul. It's 0-1.
Wow, Chris. That was offensive.
Now the 0-1.
Not really. The fuck was that swing, dude? Come on.
Gearing up.
Nobody out.
I have a really good line if I had a home run here. Just, you know.
Oh, me too. And I have a song picked out if you get a home run. I was literally just thinking that, and I was like, I don't want to say it because it'll make it less cool if it happens. Although, you clearly didn't get one there. Do we still have another game in Chicago or no?
I don't think so. What I was going to say there was, if I hit a homer, because I brought the meatball, Italian for one.
Oh, nice. If you got a homer, I was going to play the...
Pretty good.
I thought so.
Oh, you blew in that game.
Oh, nice. Cool. Hey, if he gets one, forget that I said that, everybody. I always could bleep it so that I don't give it away, like if I really wanted to.
First pitch of the at-bat.
We won a game against Chicago, though, and we actually batted okay. We're 3 for 5 or something?
4 for 5.
Hey, man, it's even better.
Here this afternoon. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Anymore. April, May go by. You kind of cut your teeth, try and find clubhouse chemistry, execute on.
Yeah, it's August, dudes.
June now. This is a
Wait, are we only in June?
what's to come, and this team's playing well.
No.
Expect them to be in the race for a while.
And a sinker dips too low there.
Are you sure?
We're not. Dude, we're not in June. There's like 20 games left in the season.
Yeah, we're in August, aren't we?
Yes, June is 2 months into the season.
Yeah, why did that guy say we're in June now?
Around to second base, this could be 2.
I
The
don't
second
know.
for 1, on to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw. Josh Bell the next to hit. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So
I was worried that we'd like loaded up the wrong save or something.
so far. Runners on the move for second.
Oh,
And
baby.
this one's in the dirt.
Nice steal,
I'm
dude.
sure he didn't see we're not in June
The
anymore.
right pitch to run on
He said,
third.
April, May go by, you're cutting your teeth a little bit. We're in June now.
He's set and the 1-2 pitch.
You can't get away with like sucking that much,
Strikes now.
was the general sentiment. Boop-a-doo. Okay, well, he's really working this pitcher, I guess.
The 2-2 one more time. Gets him looking. Strike 3.
Josh. Come on.
Here's Addison Russell. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one.
Well, they lost, so they needed him back in. The sillier your name is, the better of a baseball player you are. That's why Madison Bumgarner is such a good pitcher. Addison Russell's okay at what he does. And the greatest player in the history of baseball. Mike Trout's pretty good. Greatest player in the history of baseball. Rusty Cannon.
As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed.
And of course, Chris. One of the few men to ever get a perfect game. And the only man to get that and a perfect week. Do you know his name?
The relay.
Barney Stinson.
Nope. He's never gotten a perfect game. He's just had a perfect week. It was Mustache Pete Drexel back in 1896.
Digging in once again. Rusty Cannon. 1 for
Was he playing against Cap Hansen?
I have no idea, but it was just a picture of definitely NPH. See you, bitch.
Also, Italian for one. That was a meatball.
Get your skis shined up, grab a stick of juicy fruit. The taste is gonna move ya. Take a sniff, pull it out. The taste is gonna move you when you pop it in your mouth.
Cut to just 6.
Juicy fruit is gonna move ya.
So you're gonna bleep the juicy fruit comment?
Yeah, probably.
We'll make it funny. How high up to that one? Looks like it landed pretty high. In Wrigley, you don't usually land very high in the stands. Oh yeah. Jeez, that was way up there.
There we go. I think this is the first time I'm ever gonna bleep something that one of us said.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Like 750 videos in. Oh no. Oh, Chris, you recently passed your 500th video. How does it feel?
Feels like I feel like I have to make an announcement.
What?
To this episode, I will be making be announcing my retirement.
I don't think that's true.
Pajodcast Media.
That's definitely not true.
I'll be getting my roommate, Jasper.
Yeah. Oh no, we've done that bit before. You didn't even get the name right.
Don't even know the name.
Jesper. So, for anybody who doesn't know, go back and watch Overwatch Academy AP entrance exam. Was it AP entrance exam? Yeah. When I was doing my first set of placement matches, and things had started out really good with me, Chris, and Lynch, and then they started going real bad. So
I made a guarantee.
Chris made a bet. He's like, if we lose this game, I'm gonna retire from playing Overwatch forever. Oh my god, that swing! And then then we lost that game, so Chris didn't play. But the next game, his roommate Jesper played, and it sounded exactly like Chris, but with a lisp. And then at the end of the game, Chris surprised us and dropped the bomb of the century that he'd actually been Jesper the entire time, and it basically blew Lynch's mind.
Good times.
Get your skis. The only unfortunate thing is that because I'm going to have to leave in that part where I say, like, oh yeah, I'll bleep that if we get a home run. Everyone's going to know we're going to get a home run.
Bleep that out too.
No.
I mean, they already knew I was going to hit a home run. We have a video streak going.
No, we don't. Not this time.
We have like 4 or 5 in a row now.
No, we had we didn't get one in the last episode of the last session. Also, Arizona.
Yeah,
maybe it was the one before that. There was one.
100%. No, the only reason I know this is that when we hopped into our first game, in the last 10 games of that we had played, we had 3 home runs and they were spread out.
Okay, I don't know. I haven't been keeping track this time. It's not as much fun as it was last time.
I'm curious how close we're getting to Seager, though. Because we are getting that batting average up there.
I mean, you can take a look.
And his home runs and RBIs are not really gaining. And his batting average has dropped. We could make a play for this dude. Especially with our stolen bases.
I guess. Let's just keep
It's
trying
possible.
to not suck.
Like,
how many games are left in the season?
Enough. There's quite a few games left. Like, we're what? 22 games left.
Okay.
That's a lot of time. I mean,
I guess, yeah.
Like, realistically, like, even his batting war has, like, It's very good, but like I think we can get somewhat close.
We went from 7.3 to 7.9 in 2 episodes. That's insane.
But like, okay. OPS, we've closed the gap pretty close. By the way, if we beat him in this, we win an award, just so you know.
Okay.
The Hank Aaron Award.
The Hank Aaron Award.
But like, look at the difference in stolen bases. Like, we got 76 stolen bases.
He's like not even on that list.
No, he is 3. If we can close the gap on home runs, if we can tie him in home runs, and his batting average and ours get closer, I think we can win.
Wow.
I
said, wow, let's do it.
It's doable.
Well, we're going to keep trying to do that in the next one, Chris.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Dude, we're in sync today. Everybody. That's the Backstreet Boys.
We stuck with the name Hack Wilson. Also, can we also talk about the fact that they can't put Barry Bonds' name because it's not registered as fake? They literally can't. So
wait, what do you mean?
They just have So Barry Bonds, for whatever reason, has not been in a baseball game for like even when he was playing for the Giants. He always had a different name.
Why?
So he used to go by. It's just for whatever reason. I don't think he's ever agreed to be anyone, at least in a long time. So back in the day, he used to go by the name Joe Random, and he'd be like 99 overall. I forget what he was named last year, but it was something really weird.
But now he's just San Francisco Giants?
Well, it's just there's just the record list. They won't list his name in it.
That's so weird.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, that's weird.
But anyway, next episode we'll take a shot. We'll take a shot at getting close to Seager. I think we can do it.
See you guys then.